Well, hello, this is Madeline from Madeline's Craft Room, and I am here today to show you some of the differences between our Stampin' Up! Stamp sets. And so we have a photopolymer stamp. This is actually one of the most adorable new ones that are going to be in our new 2022-23 annual catalog. And I just got it. And so when you get your stamp, you're going to get it in a case that looks like this and in between two pieces of plastic. And all you need to do is take this top layer off. There we go. And first I should say, these are, as you can see, are all clear stamps. These are transparent, which makes it wonderful for when you're trying to look through them to be able to make a good placement. They are just perfect for placement because you can see right through them. So I'm going to show you a few things that also are great about photopolymer. And one is that they are flexible. So you can see that this particular one, the branch has a curve. And sometimes you want to have the curve, sometimes you don't. So if you did and you wanted to make this more curvy, the nice thing, because they're so flexible, look what you could do. You could make it even more flexible depending on whatever stamp you're doing. You can bend them. Now, if you are trying to do a sentiment and you want to curve it again, that is the advantage, is again that you could curve your sentiment. But if you want it straight, the best thing to do is to place it right down on the table and just leave it alone, and then use your block to pick it up. And then that way it will stay straight. So those are a few little tricks with the beautiful photopolymer. And what you do now, Stampin' Up! Has now included the images right on the back of the paper that's inside the case, which I love because now we can take our photopolymer stamp and we can put them directly onto the case. And that means there's no more slipping around. And I don't like taking the time of always lifting up the plastic. Now I can take my stamp and I can put that right on. And look at this, even the cute little music notes. This one just has so, look at the little feet. Anyway, all the different pieces, you can put them on there and they stay on there. And if it becomes a little, as you use them more, you will see that they will go pink, especially if you're using any of the pinks, purples, or reds. And that's normal. That's just part of the ink. And but it doesn't ruin your image at all. So don't worry about that when you see some staining. It just means your stamps are being used and loved, which is great. And then one other thing is when you are going to place your stamps and you put them all in and you're using them back and forth, you're going to find that over time they may lose some of the stickiness. Don't worry about that because then you can just take your image and run it under some hot, or not hot, but warm water with some, maybe even a little bit of dish soap, and just massage it onto there, and then it will be all good again to keep sticking on there. So that's all you do, is just continue putting those on, and there you have your stamps all nicely in the case. So our next stamp that we have, and this particular one is in the Moment, which is a lovely stamp set, but these are our clear rubber stamps. And when we get the cling rubber stamps, you will notice you get a sticker sheet and you get the rubber. Now the rubber is a high quality rubber that Stampin' Up! Has been making for many years. And it just gives a really beautiful, clean, and crisp image. And now they have made it so that when we have So just very gently, you pull them out. They're only stuck, as you can see, by little spots there just to hold them in place for shipping. And once you have done that, you will notice that now there is a sticker sheet on the back here, and we just take that off. And I'll do one big one and one smaller one so you can see. And this is your sticker sheet. Now, what's fabulous is we used to, a long time ago, can tell you how long I started ago, we used to have to cut our rubber. Thankfully, we don't have to do that anymore. They've just cut them all beautifully. They come like this, and now we have the beautiful sticker sheet, which means we're all ready to go. And so when you get it, you're going to see this side that's more clear, and that's the side that's going to be cling and is visible to you when you're stamping. But first we want to be able to get the sticker on the block. And one thing that's on the stamped image, one thing that's really important is to remember whatever side they have where you could have it in half. This is the super sticky side for the actual stamp. So you don't want to put this on your block. So always make sure that you've got the right end, because they've made it cling so that you can have it go very easily on and off your block, but not that it's falling off like it used to. So all you do now is you're going to, in that image, you're going to just look down, start in one corner, and hold it over one side, and then just go down until you've got it all on your image like that. And then all you do is lift it up, and then voila, you got it right ready to go stamping. Now, this one, see how you pick it up and it does not fall off because it's cling. Now just make sure that when you go to take it off of your block, or once it's in your case, you'll want to make sure that if it's really stuck on one spot, you're not just yanking it off. Make sure that you can see the label there and it's pulling off, because you don't want to separate the rubber and the foam. So just make sure that you are able to get a good grip in the one spot and pull it off. And so I'm going to put that over there, but now I'm going to show you another way. Which one will we do? What is this one here? These ones are these words right here. So this one we're going to do a little different. So there's two different ways. So whatever way you feel more comfortable. The other one is, again, taking that image off. And because this isn't the side that had the two sides that peel, you can put this piece right onto your block. And then, as you can see here, now you have this piece that you can pull off. And of course, this is the piece that's super sticky. And you can now take your image, make sure you got, especially when it's words, you got to match your words. Okay, there's that letter. Yep, that's the shape. But sometimes you have to go by the words too to make sure that you got it exactly. And this is kind of nice because you can lift it and then just put it down. So those are two different ways that you can mount your cling labels onto your rubber stamps. And it just is really a preference which way you prefer. Here, I'm going to just do a few more, because what I want to show you is now, as we take off all these rubber pieces, this piece you don't need, and these are the remaining pieces. Now, again, I am just going to quickly, oh, I think I need a bigger block. Hang on. Again, we're going to put this one on here. And I should have done a few ahead of time so I could show you, because I want to show you how to put it into the case. So what I will do here, again, you can pick it up and match it just like that. And there you have that one. And again, I'll show you this method of being able to, let's do the relax. This one's a really nice stamp because you can mask it and just have the word relax, or you can have the words, sometimes the most productive thing you can do is relax. That's the whole saying. Okay, and here it is. Find the right one. Make sure it's going the right way, the word relax, and then we go down. So this way, you're really making sure that your image is nice and clean and easy to do. And then that way there's hardly any guessing. I've tried it other ways, and it can be a little more frustrating, and you do not want to put it down in the wrong spot because it is so clingy that you would not be able to, and you're going to wreck your stamp. So it's really important that, see, and this one's not wanting to lift. Don't touch there then. Go on the other side, and there, then it lifts. Yeah, so you want to make sure that you're doing it right. Where is my stamp here? And again, so I don't know. I kind of do a little bit of both because I don't mind either way. Sometimes it also depends on how much light you've got. But basically, I kind of like this method, to be honest. But then sometimes it's nice to use the block. So whatever you prefer. But there we have our stamps. But now we have an empty sheet. And this is what I want to show you, is now you take this off like that. You don't need that thin piece of paper. But this is the piece where you can see that it says in the moment. And we're going to take and turn it around so that we don't see in the moment. It's going to be around the back. And we are going to put the sticky part right on the bottom. Now, when you do this, don't start at the top. Make sure you start at the bottom, and you make sure that you get it right in there, and make sure you don't have it going too much on this side. And basically, you're just going to then let it go down and smooth it out. And you might wonder, why are you doing that? Well, the reason I'm doing that, just like we are here with the Songbird, the Photopolymer stamp, is that when you start stamping and you take a stamp out, this way you not only know where it goes, but when you go to put your stamps away, then you are going to exactly know if you have something missing. And that's another great way to be able to take care of your stamps, because when you get busy crafting, it can be an easy thing to happen. And this way it's foolproof, that everything has its place, and you right away will know what's missing. And the beauty is you can see it on the other side. And on this side you can't, but as you can see on the photopolymer that you can see it right there. So there we go. Those are the two stamps. And then we also have what we call distinctive stamps. And in the catalog, and I can't show you the new catalog yet, and it will have, I think, a blue little circle. And this one here in the old catalog is in an orangey color, and it says distinctive. And that means that it is several things. One is distinctive stamps are only from Stampin' Up, so that's special. And the image that you get with a photopolymer stamp is that you will get a photorealistic style looking image. And it just adds some special texture. And the process is that when it picks up the ink, it picks it up in a unique way so that the image will have different colors and saturations of colors, whether it be darker or lighter. And so then you get this very realistic looking image. So the beauty also is that Stampin' Up! Will have some of their photopolymer stamps or rubber in distinctive. So be looking for that little, like I said, I think it's a little blue medallion that you'll see in the new catalog, but then you will know which ones are the distinctive stamps. And then, of course, these are the cling. It will say right away what is on the top and photopolymer. So hopefully that helps. And yeah, let me know which way you like to remove the stickies off of your stamps and which way you feel more comfortable and which way is more accurate for you. So head over to my blog, and if you're not already part of my newsletter, make sure you subscribe. And if you have any questions, I would love to help you. And for the new catalog that is coming out, be sure to let me know if you don't have a demonstrator. I would love to get you one and see how we can help you. So we thank you, and thanks very much, and have a good night. Bye-bye.